see who he brings in.
You talked so much about rebuilding trust, given the way Coach Anderson left. How do you think he's going to go about that? How important is that to you?
I mean, it's really important to us, and that's funny because like we were kind of already, like you said, we know the trust was kind of broken with the coaches just leaving and stuff. But with the meeting that we just had with him, I mean, that's the first thing he brought up was trust and buying in to what he's bringing to the table. And so he said, just take this break to relax, come in January, trust the process, and trust that he's going to be passionate about Oregon State and bring what he has to us and into the community of Beaver Nation.
Did he talk about setting up meetings one-on-one with anybody to try to reestablish that?
He's kind of swamped right now. He said, but we all got his number, and he said that he's going to call us over the break and just kind of start building a little bit of relationship there. And then once January comes, he said he's going to try to get us all in and start really building.
And you said he was joking around. Do you remember what he said? It was.
He's just cracking jokes with us. I mean, it was just casual. Like, I mean, there was nothing specific, but I mean, it's just kind of right then and there. It just shows, that he's a good guy, and he knows that, like, we're in a tough situation, and I mean, we're obviously in a stressful situation, but he's always there, and he was saying that he's going to be always there for us, and so it was reassuring for us and my teammates.
What's it like to have a coach come from a winning culture like Washington that's been so successful in the Pac-12 over the last couple of years?
It's awesome. Especially with the knowledge and the experience that he's gone through. So, I mean, we're excited to see what he has in store for us.
Being an Oregonian, how much did you hear about Coach Smith as a player growing up here?
Honestly, I wasn't really an Oregon State fan, so I didn't really know too much about him. But all I know is when I was getting recruited, he was the one recruiting me at UW, and so I kind of built a relationship with him early on. So seeing him after the meeting and talking to him, we just kind of got back together and said what's up. Cracked a little smile.
What kind of things did you do to research him? Did you look up some of his clips? I know you have to go kind of way back, but
yeah, no, actually one of my friends did. He researched some clips and posted it and sent me some, and it was cool, like him winning the Fiesta Bowl and all that. So it was cool to see that, and like I said, I'm excited to see what he has for us.
The fact that he won a Pac-10 title here and he won a Fiesta Bowl, does that kind of give him extra credibility with you guys as players?
I mean, yeah, kind of. It's just cool that he's done it here, and nowhere else. And so for us, like, it's just kind of it's just like a fascinating thing. I mean, it's nothing like, oh, like he won, so like you gotta love it, like blah blah blah. But like I said, we're just excited that he's here and that he bought in with us and he's passionate about Beaver Nation.
Coach Hall talked about inflicting pain. That was his kind of mentality. Did Coach Smith express any kind of mentality or style for what he wants you guys to be?
He just said, do the little things right, and he said do common things in uncommon ways. He said every Pac-12 school has a weight room, every Pac-12 school has nice facilities and all that. He's like, but the one that the team that separates themselves from this conference is the team that does the common things in uncommon ways. And he said, that's what we're going to focus on in January.
How important to you is it that he keeps Coach Hall on staff?
For me personally, I mean, I love Coach Hall. Coach Hall stepped up in a big way for us, especially him getting forced into that position. But like I said, I know it's a business. I try to stay away from it. So if he stays, I mean, it's awesome. I love it. I love Coach Hall. If he doesn't, I understand. Coach Hall's going to do great things.
David, I missed it. Your reaction when you heard that Jonathan was going to be the coach?
It was awesome because, like I said, I was recruited by him when he was at UW, and so we kind of built a relationship. So knowing he was going to come here and coach, it was awesome. And to be honest, I didn't really even know that he played here until.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, no, because like I said, I wasn't an Oregon State fan at that time. Yeah, so for me, it was awesome, and like I said, I'm just excited to see what he brings to the table and who he brings in as well, personnel-wise.
What's unique about him as a recruiter?
As a recruiter, he's just he's straightforward with me. He's a guy that he's just honest, and for me, like when I went on the visit, he personally took me around UW, and so for me it was important for the characteristics that he brought and showed me. So I'm just that was it.
So he walked on here, smaller quarterback. I mean, are you amazed that? What do you think it is about him that makes him a winner?
He never gave up. He was telling us a story about at one point he was on the verge of quitting, and then he stopped and he stayed and he pushed through, and he ended up becoming a starter in 2 months. 2 months later, and then having the success he had after that was, it was eye-opening for us too, because we're in that same position because they weren't having winning seasons, and then all of a sudden he started and then took him to Fiesta Bowl and all that. And so for us, it's important to see that and see that like what we're going through, we can get out easily, and we see that. And so for us, it's just ensuring.
Simply don't give up.
Yeah, exactly.